Welcome back to Living with a Classic, and I'm in this 76, 77 XJ12 blue that you've seen on the channel a bit. We put an engine in it, done everything. It's been sitting since 1986, and I have the MOT station over there, so I'm going to pull over, have a time now. Let's see, first time back on the road, hopefully, since 1986. Well, it is back on the road. I drove here, about 20-minute drive, and drove beautifully, but wasn't filming, just trying to concentrate, listening for everything, but everything was working well, and hopefully we'll get a good result. So let's see what happens with that, and then we'll head on over back with the results. And then I thought we'd do a little walk around to some of the projects on the channel that are going to be happening. You know, some are next couple of weeks and some are kind of far in the future. So let's see how it goes with this, and then head on back to have a look at some future projects. Well, it got early dark and started raining like crazy, so I left the MOT station afterwards saying now it stopped because you guys wouldn't be able to hear me. The results, it passed, and that makes it MOT exempt. Everything was good, emissions was good, brakes were really good, but everything is new on this car. So it has new brakes all around, you know, calipers, hoses, disc pads, even new master cylinder, you know, because that's been sitting since 1986. So yeah, quite a lot. It's a bit dark. Let's see if it helps if I can turn on the interior lights. Does that help? Oh, probably not. Yeah, sorry about the darkness. It is fall here, but we're out of the trees pretty soon on our way home. It drives beautifully. So what I've done since you saw the car last where it moved under its own power is I have fixed some things with the shifter because it wasn't really, the gears were not really lining up with it, and that there's a couple of reasons for that. One of them is, well, I think we gotta do the whole story of the car. It was parked in 1986, blue head gaskets, and that's it. So I sourced a different engine for it. I've gone through that, and that's in the car now, but I wasn't able to find the exact year and model that this car is. This is one of the last, I think it's like a 76. It was one of the last cars with the BorgWarner 12 transmission. However, I found one with the much better GM 400, and they use different flex plates and different cranks actually on the engines for those. So I thought, okay, we'll put that in. I bet it bolts in. It doesn't. So I've had to make like my own transmission mount and everything for it. So that all works really well. Then of course the shift cable isn't the same, and they're really hard to get a hold of. Luckily I found that a shift cable from an XJ6 is the same, because in the parts catalog in the 80s parts catalogs, I found that an XJS and an XJ6 has the same shift cable. And I have a parts car XJ6 Series 2, and there's no difference between the shift cable of a parts of a Series 2 BorgWarner 65 and the BorgWarner 66, I thought, and there wasn't. So that's a shift cable that's in it. It's all lined up now. It works really perfectly with a custom mount. What else? Yeah, just finished going through some things. The sound you're hearing is the bonnet latch on the left side. It snapped like they often do. I need to weld that up for the customer. Other than that, the little thing that's left to do is gas up the new Fenair air conditioning system. I have some interior trim pieces to put back on. I need to fix the electric windows, which I think I just found what the mistake is, why it's not working. But that needs to be fixed. And yeah, a couple small things like that. Then this car is ready to go back to its owner, and it's really quite cool to drive it for the first time. I've close to put 40 kilometers on it now since going back on the road, which that is just a cool feeling since 1986. Oh, now when we get back home, I thought we'd have a look at just a couple of projects and things going on. At the moment, I have a Daimler 66 Coupe in the workshop that is getting put back together. That's the car you saw me pull the engine out of not last Christmas, but the Christmas before that. Now it's been at a body shop, and you know, everything's done now, and I'm starting to put it back together. Then we have in the workshop as well, there's an XJ6 Series 3 that I'm just doing a little bit of work to, like a water pump and some things. There's a Daimler 66 in the workshop, Series 3, just getting parking brake pads and a couple other things for an MOT. But there are some interesting projects lined up that are down in a storage unit, which we'll have a look at in a little bit. Okay, one last thing. This thing runs so well, you just have to listen to the lightest little kick down. There we go. And it's fast. It is such a good car. It is a really good engine we got for this one. So happy with it. Now we'll head back home and we'll have a look at the various projects there. Okay, what? One more kick down. Ooh, I miss my white XJ12 so much right now. All right. Yeah, the Series 2 XJ12s are probably still some of my favorite Jags. They're amazing. Anyways, we'll see you in a little bit. Unfortunately, it is a bit dark in here, but can't do much about that. Don't have any light in here. The MG you saw in the last video, it's all done, getting picked up by its owner in the next couple days. The door, see, it's super windy and stuff here. Over there in the corner, you have it's a manual 3.6 XJS Targa TWR, which is probably going to get worked on next week with some AC things. So that's really fun. And then over here are two long-term projects. One is a Series 1 XJ6, getting a respray and being put back together in a different engine and everything. That's a bit of a long-term project. It's going to start when that Daimler 66 is pretty much done sometime in the new year. And here is another real long-term project as well. Sorry, raining it. A XK150, I think it's a really late one, 6061 drop head in pieces. Needs to have a little bit of welding still done on it. Go to the body shop, paint shop, we put back together, engine put in, all that. Yeah, this doors keep blowing. Yeah, can't do much about it, but yeah, those are some fun, interesting projects coming up. Over there in the corner, don't even know if you guys can even see it. This might be, grab a flashlight. This might be pointless, but when I was planning this video, it was light out. Not really used to fall yet. It's a beautiful XJ12 coupe, pretty much exactly like mine, which doesn't run right after an engine rebuild. So probably going to be tearing down into the engine a little bit, having a look at that. But yeah, let's head up to the workshop where it is actually nice and light. Much better with some light in here. It's pretty tight at the moment, but it's a busy time of year right before, you know, people can still pick up their cars before snow and stuff arrives here and salt. So working on that. Just pulled in this Daimler 66. That's why I have all the leaves and still wet. So I'm going to go out later tonight and just do the brakes on that and check a couple things before an MOT next week. Here we have the Daimler 66 coupe that you saw. It was all gone when you saw it last. There's nothing here, so it's all back together. Has an okay paint job. Looks pretty good. Need to finish up a couple things in the engine bay, and the whole of the front suspension is out of it, and it's actually painted right now and drying. So that's ready to get back together with new bushes and everything. So big project, but that'll be fun. And then waiting on some gaskets for this one. When they arrive, I can put together the intake manifold. The owner started doing, you know, thermostats and things, and sadly broke that long bolt in the thermostat housing, and then broke some other things on the intake trying to get that off. So I had to drill a lot of that out, but that's all good. Needs to go back together now. And those are the AC boxes that just arrived for the other car. So it's a bit tight in here at the moment. I usually don't like to have 3 cars in here, but sometimes, you know, it's what you have to do sometimes to make things work. But this car should really just be in here tonight, a little bit probably tomorrow if I don't finish, and then we're all ready to go out and work and continue on that one. Anyways, I hope that you liked that. A little bit different things that I thought I wanted to share. Getting the XJ12 back on the road, because you probably followed the journey on the channel, and thank you so much if you have. It's really cool to finally drive a car that's been off the road since 1986. It's a long time. I mean, it's almost 40 years. It's pretty crazy. So a little bit more road tests on that, and you know, what else? Gas up the AC and just fix a couple small things, and then it's ready to go back to its owner. And you see we have a lot of fun projects going on here. And you saw in the background of the MG video that Josh, who's helping me out with some things now, is here about 2-3 days a week working on some things. And he's one who took apart the whole front suspension on that Daimler 66 Coupe and has it all painted. And he's actually my neighbor as well. So it's hanging up in his garage drying. So that's really good. Gets some extra space. And then I think he's going to tackle... we're going to help each other out, get the rear subframe out, the IRS, and do all of that. And pretty soon things can start going back together. This car is also being converted from right-hand drive to left-hand drive, so there's a bit of extra work involved with that, wiring harnesses and things. So it's a big project, but should be lots of fun. Anyways, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with friends. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, well, you kind of see what we do here on the channel. So hopefully you'll hit that subscribe button and continue supporting the channel. Till next time, I'm Adam. This is Living with Classic. I'll see you soon.